Welcome class to Hunting Horn 102. The reason why this is 102 is because I did one of these about 2 or 3 years ago, but I have a little bit of a better setup and I've learned a lot more since then. So we're going to go ahead and do this for 2024 because surprisingly a lot of people asked for this. This will be kind of a tutorial on how to learn the weapon and solo monsters, because yes, you can solo fatalis with a hunting horn. That's a thing. So to start, we're going to go over the buttons, which are the neutral buttons when you're not moving. So and I will be doing this based off of Xbox buttons. So if you're playing PlayStation, Y is triangle and B is circle. So while not moving, your Y is your left swing, your B is your right swing, and if you push them both together, Y plus B is your back swing, or basically you're throwing your horn backwards. Now if you're moving or in motion, your Y now turns into a forward slam. The B button now turns into a flourish. This is really important because I will come back to that move later. And now your back slam now turns into a super pound. And those are most of your, essentially your normal weapons or normal buttons. But there is another one. This is a cutting this move does cutting damage, which is your hilt stab. Now your hilt stab, anytime you do any type of swing, you hold back and hit either Y, B, or Y plus B, and you will insert that note immediately. So if you look at the musical scale in the top left corner, let's say I want to do Y and then Y plus B, I would do Y, pull back, Y plus B. And if you're, depending on which direction your hunter is facing, you hold back towards whichever your hunter's back is facing. My hunter's back is facing left, so after I swing, hold back, hit Y or whatever note that you want to put in. There is your secret note, which, much like with the hilt stab, you can only do this after you've swung your weapon. So let's see, we do Y, and then you hit left trigger. That's your secret note. That gives you access to the bottom two songs on the top right corner, which is where your song list is. And then if you look even further to the right, it shows you all of the notes that you have on your current horn. Now each horn has different songs and different colors. So just because this hunting horn has this for its song list, each horn has different songs. So make sure that you pay attention. Now we're going to start to focus on the songs. Now, the most important song you have is your self-improvement song, which it starts with movement speed up. Right now, this is how fast I move. So if you hit the right trigger to play that one song and then roll out of it, I now can move a lot faster. I'm a fast boy, speed boy. I'm pretty fast now. But now if you notice, the rest of those movement speed ups have now changed into attack up plus deflected attack prevention. So essentially mind's eye, and we get about a 10% buff as well. These are called encores. Encores can happen whether you encore the song that you played, or if you just play the same song twice in a row. It doesn't even have to be in a row, just essentially twice. So now if we play the song again, right now my attack is 348. So let's go ahead and play the song again. What happens? I'm now at 1550. So I got my attack buff. I also have mind's eye, so I will not be bouncing off of nothing. I do wish there was a way I can take off the combo thing that's on this part of the screen. I don't like that. I feel like that's like cluttering up the screen a lot, but if you know a way how to get rid of it, because I didn't. The one way I had to get rid of it got rid of my song list, and I don't want to do that for this tutorial. Now, essentially, to play your songs, you match up your buttons with your song list. So attack up large would be purple, blue. I swear I'm not colorblind. It'd be purple, red, blue, and then purple again. That's your attack up large song, and that's how you cue it up. And you might be wondering, but Uno, that took a long time. Is there a faster way? Yes. This is where this move comes into play. During that second swing, you can put in another note. So if you notice, you saw how on my musical scale it went, I'm putting in that second note. The timing is kind of strict, so what I like to do is just start mashing. So like you start off with that move, which is while you're moving, you hit B while you're moving, and you'll do the double swing. So while moving, let's say I want to put in Y for my secret note. While moving, you start to do it. Just mash it, and it'll be there. While moving, just mash it. There you go. You can even mash the same button if you want 2 Bs. That's how that works. So a faster way to queue up attack extra large would be left swing, the flourish into your secret note, hilt stab. And then that's how you can queue up multiple songs really quickly. Now, if you notice, you can stock up to 3 different songs. If I do another song, it will get rid of the song on the bottom to make room on the top for your new song. You can also play them in whichever order you want, starting from the first one. So if I wanted to play that attack up song on the bottom first, I would hit B in the right trigger, and then it'll move up. So like so. Whoops. So like so. So like so. Thank you. And then it moves up. And then it goes to the next one. That's how it goes in order. Not sure if you didn't know this, but your encore and your performance does do damage. So if you wanted to do this and then encore it, that does do damage. This is why hunting horn, you do not want to be corner horning. Corner horning is if that's the monster, which is the pole. If you're all the way over here and you're dancing and you're doing all this stuff and whatnot, and you will fail this class. We don't do that. We don't do that. You need to be up. You need to be up at the monster. You're not a bow user. You're not a ranged weapon. You need to be up in the thick of it. Into the thick of it, you need to be there. But I will say that there are 2 different types of encores. There's the short encore, which you can only do either with your self-improvement or any of your secret note songs. So let's do, for example, let's do Echo Wave Impact. And I'm going to show you the encore. I'm going to hold forward and encore it again. I swung twice there. Now let's do attack up large and do that encore. And hold forward and do the encore. 1, 2, 3. That was 3 different attacks, each with their own different shockwaves. With the performance and the encore, you can encore in whichever direction you want to. You can do your neutral encore. You can encore to the left. You can encore to the right. You can encore backwards. Doesn't matter. You can even encore after certain moves to make the encore faster or to make your recital faster. So I see a lot of people where they're using the hunting horn and they're holding forward and they'll do this. That took forever. That took forever. But another way to do it, instead of holding forward and just running, you can swing, hold forward, recital. We're there. Throw it back. And that's how you want to do your recitals. Depending on what attack you did right before your recital will determine how you essentially recital. If you hilt stab into a recital, you'll swing up. If you swing forward and decide to, I don't know, hold back in recital or hold sideways in recital, you'll do something like this. If I hold back in recital, which I mostly just do that for style points. You don't need to know that, but sometimes there are situations where you might want to do it. Not too many situations, but sometimes it just looks cool. Like my favorite is to do this and then just style points, hold left to the recital, and then we're over here. That about covers it for all of the main button combos and all the shortcuts and all that good stuff. So usually when I start into a match, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get my self-improvement, and then we're going to do this. That would be usually my 2 songs that I want to stock up. I actually want to... Actually, let's check. I'm at 1827 now with my attack, by the way. That is with my attack large, which you encore into extra large, because if you play a song twice, you will buff it even further, or you will at least extend the time of what the buff is. Now, this segment is going to be, you don't really need to know these things, but they could possibly come in handy because you never know. Depending on which song you play, as in which order, whether you play the first one, the second one, or the third one that you have saved up, the horn will sound different. So for example, and then if we do Y trigger, and then if we do regular, each song will sound different. This next one, this is from my teacher. I wish he did more Monster Hunter stuff, but he doesn't make Monster Hunter stuff anymore. But this is called the Grifted. And the Grifted is essentially this. You're probably thinking, what is that? That is a different move. I have not seen that move before. That is a reverse backslam. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm running forward, immediately turning around, and then I'm doing Y plus B. But you do it all in one motion, so it's like, which looks cool and could have some practices where you can do Echo Wave Impact, which is a very strong shock wave from your horn that does massive KO damage. So you could do stuff like into your recital and then throw it back. You can also move while you're while you have your hunting horn out, and you can kind of jam around and stuff. This next one, I don't know many scenarios for you to be able to do this, but for some reason that hits behind you. It hits behind you. Why does it? I don't know, but it does. So you can kind of do like a run pass and just for style points. That's mainly it. But I think that about covers it for the hunting horn portion. Now we're going to head over to the armory. I'm going to show you some skills that you could put in that will help your hunting horn flourish and shine a little bit more. So because this is my PC playthrough, this isn't my Xbox playthrough where I have over 3,000 hours, I don't have all of the rare decorations and amazingness stuff that I would normally have. So this is the build that I have currently right now. I have a Safi Jiva Blast Hunting Horn, which is really good. I still haven't upgraded it all the way yet, but some skills outside of, you know, like the attacking and critical eye, add to all that crit boost, weakness exploit, some skills that will really help. First and foremost, Sinastras is a staple. It makes your songs last longer. It also lets you heal a lot more if you do have a healing song on your hunting horn. Evasion and Evade Extender, both of these, Evade Window and Evade Extender, really good. Especially Evade Window, because you want to treat your hunting horn when we go out into the field almost like an in-fighter boxer, where you're weaving through moves and immediately just counter punching. That's I think the best way to use a solo hunting horn. Of course, if you essentially you want to tailor your build to how your playstyle is. If you're a little bit more risky with your stuff, you might want to spec a little bit more for Divine Protection, or use the Divine Protection horn. Evade Window, obviously, Evade Extender, obviously, stuff like that. Part Breaker, if you want to break parts, you're in the Guiding Lands, put some Part Breaker on there. Why not? You also can spec 4 KO jewels, because since Hunting Horn is a blunt weapon, you can KO monsters. So if you want to KO a little bit faster, slap in some KO jewels. Why not? Why not? You know, all other staples, health boost 3, stuff like that. But when you're checking, and this is the part where we're going to look at some hunting horns. When you're checking horns, what I like to do is I like to check the sharpness, and I like to check what the songs are, and, you know, like the stats and stuff. So I think a song that's pretty decent, literally out the gate for Master Rank, you can't really go wrong with this. It does have hidden paralysis, but you can just throw on an elementless jewel and you're rocking a pretty strong hunting horn. It comes with the same songs that I currently have, which is more so for solo play, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna be mad if you're bringing an attack up large and making that great sword user buff their attack even higher. Now I come from a more solo play style because I don't really play too much co-op or multiplayer, but essentially you can take these same skills in the multiplayer. It's fine. Now, Zinogre's hunting horn a little bit more, honestly, a little bit more friendly for everyone. You get sonic waves, which is the same thing as you throwing a sonic bomb. So yes, you can use sonic waves to trap a Diablos that's digging underground. This has earplugs small, which is more for small roars, which you can upgrade when you encore into earplugs large, I believe, blight negated, things of that nature. Some really good standout horns. Volcanus horn, really good ice horn. Glavenus is probably your main fire horn, unless you do a Safi Jiva one. Acidic Glavenus is okay, but you're gonna need to spend a lot of handicraft to really get it into white and or purple, and then probably you're gonna have to go Master's Touch. Frostfang Barioth is a really good one. Namiel is probably your really good water horn, and it comes with the same ones as the Zinogre, because some horns do have similar songs. But I think if you wanted a all-purpose, like I just want to make this one and go from there, my recommendation would either be Teosha, either the Teosha horn, or even better, I would go with Raging Brachydios. It comes with purple sharpness. It comes with a lot of sharpness. You don't even need handicraft. It's out of the box already really good hunting horn. Comes with some really good support skills. Even Scout Fly power up if you're in the Guiding Lands or you can't find a monster. Throw that out there. All ailments negated. Everyone's gonna love you for that. And Divine Protection. Even speed boost and evade window for your secret notes. You can't really go wrong there. Some builds that you could probably make. I'm not going to show you too much builds because I do want you to kind of find your own build and tailor it to your playstyle. But when I used in Master Rank, this is what I used to beat the final boss. This is what I went through with. Nothing too crazy. It did its job. It did its job. After I beat the final boss, I swapped to this. You can switch up the horn to whatever you want, but I ended up using this for a while and stuff until I got the Killer Queen hunting horn, where I didn't need handicraft anymore and spec'd more so for this. I believe this one I was like experimenting because I finally put Master's Touch on it, so then I really didn't need any type of handicraft once again. And then now I'm using the current build that I'm using right now, that I will still need to, there's still some upgrades I can do. If you have better decorations, you can make something better. But with all that out the way, we're now going to move on to the final segment where we're going to take a field trip out into the field, and I'm going to show you what it's like to solo monsters using a hunting horn. Okay, so we're out in the field and I'm going to fight a Nargacuga. I'm going to leave my Palico at the camp just to sort of more so focus on how good the hunting horn is. I decided to choose Nargacuga because it's a faster monster, and I think that a better showcase for the hunting horn is to fight something that's really fast, to show how to deal with really fast monsters. Now, typically, this is the part where you would do all your buffs and play all your songs and stuff, but there are scenarios that you will just get dropped in to the monster, and you won't have time to do your songs and stuff beforehand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down, start this fight not without a flint shot, and just show you how you want to handle like dealing with getting your songs up. What I advise is to make sure to get your speed boosting song up as fast as possible, because without it, as you see, I'm moving incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. Let's see if I can get this up real quick. Okay, everything else you can kind of, you know, that is secondary, but the main thing you want to do is get that speed one up. Then as you're fighting them, just kind of sit there and get your other songs up, and then maybe you're like, okay, let's see if I can let's see if you can sneak in a flint shot, or oh wow, good old clutch claw. I think I'm gonna adjust and then go ahead. But otherwise, if you didn't get a flint shot, you can kind of just sneak in your songs very slowly. But I kind of want to be a little bit sweaty, so what I'm going to do is and then I'm going to play that song first. Because like I said before, since it has a shorter encore, I can play my songs a little bit faster. Go ahead and give me a nice little roar. Alright, next thing we want to do, since this is Nargacuga, we want to break the legs. We want to break the legs. So we're going to tenderize those, and then we're going to focus on each leg, because that'll give us a clean little knockdown. So like I said, you want to play kind of like a counter puncher, where you're barely just weaving through. You're just weaving through the attacks, and as you weave through the attacks, you just keep focusing. Just keep focusing on them parts, and eventually you'll get a knockdown, and then that's when you go ahead and start punishing. I will say, much like the Great Sword, well, I feel like much like any weapon, monster knowledge, amazing. Really good. Really good to have monster knowledge on this one. I will say that. Can I get a Grifted? You are doing this move a lot. I don't know why, but fine by me. Now that that's gone, we're going to go ahead and tenderize the head, because that's really good hit zone. Might as well just tenderize the head. I would say, what are some combos that you can do? I guess it depends. Do you need to proc another song to go up? Oh, I just hate to run off. Do you want to proc another song? I would say while the monster's down, go ahead and get you another song going up. Or, okay, well. Or the bread and butter, this one's easy. You swing, you spin the horn with left trigger. That's I think that's a really good one. Oh, I can go for another flint shot, why not? Bite. Well, I could have grabbed him. But, oh yeah, I need to focus on the other leg and break that, because that'll be a KO as well. Yup, I took too long. But yeah, or not a KO, more so a knockdown. Go ahead. You're wide open. We'll spin twice, because I want to make sure that he hits the wall. Give me a little juice going. Oh, okay, there we go. Give me a little juice going, just a little bit. Tenderize the arm. You can use your mantles. Mantles definitely help out, especially rock steady, because then you only have to worry about having your songs get canceled because of a roar. If you are not quite efficient yet with rolling roars, invaluable skill to roll roars, by the way. But also with positioning, you don't really want to stand directly in front of the monster. Usually you want to use your angles. And kind of like stand at an angle like so, and just use your jab. Your jab, which is just really good because it's incredibly fast. You're definitely doing that twice. You are not gonna, you're not faking me out, sir. I'm pretty sure my attack song is probably going to be leaving soon. You can tell that your songs are up because they'll either be green because you didn't encore them, or they will be purple. Let's go ahead and whoop, and then whoop. Can I get a... Nope. Grift it. So now, I'm going to go ahead and super pound. And then style points. Why not? Like, why not? I mean, I can. I'm going to swing to the left, swing back to the right. And essentially, that's kind of how you want to play Hunting Horn. Very, whoa! Interesting. You almost got me there. This is why I think having some points in evade window, really good. Underrated weapon, or underrated skill, rather. I do want to talk about this move. Stamina recover, or stamina up and recovery, because if you play this song, you'll leave a puddle on the ground, and anyone who walks over it, as you see, my stamina is incredible right now, and all of your dual blading friends and bow friends will literally love you. Will love you. So if you are playing multiplayer, you're doing Safi Jiva runs or something, bringing one of those horns is really invaluable. Really invaluable. Go ahead and... Yep. He's slowing down. Ooh, really? That still hit me. We're gonna wait to get up because Doom. Go ahead and heal up a little bit. Like it's like you want to be very chill, very relaxed. If you start hitting buttons and overextending yourself, you will get punished. Especially some of these. Whoa, let me wait. Especially some of these faster monsters. Go ahead and wait. 1, 2. Nope, he attacks after that. Or moves. 1, 2. That is not where I wanted to go, but we're going to try it anyway. Go ahead and hit the wall. What do we want to do next? Let me get another attack up going. Showboating. Get all my songs up. Go ahead and roar for me. Grifted. Whoa, roll again. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just you gotta be watch your opponent. It's kind of like whatever your other main weapon was. Some of those skills do transfer here, except you don't have a shield, or if you were a longsword user, you don't have a counter. So I think having a lot of evade window will definitely benefit you pretty well. Right? Just a lot of just immediate punish. He's gonna do that again. But yeah, just a lot of immediate punishing. You see the monster doing a low or a long wind-up move, immediately punish. Or I can get punished because I decided to tenderize there. Going to get out the corner because I can't see. But just chill, just vibe. What the only reason we just kind of vibe. We just kind of caught a vibe, and that's really it. And there goes my agitator again. That's gone. It's like, oh, he's not agitated anymore. You can go ahead and flint shot if you want. Jump again. Jump again. What I noticed with Nargacuga, he uses speed just to show off, because he doesn't actually jump around you and then move like really fast. Whoops, I missed. Like he jumps around really fast, but then doesn't really use that speed to actually hit you. He just moves incredibly fast toward you. I really need to roll through that tail. But yeah, he just uses speed to move really fast towards you, not necessarily to hit you. But hey, if I was that fast, I'd be showing off with that speed too. So I can't really fault him for that. But now it's probably about time to like really end this now. And agitate it. And go ahead with Echo Wave Impact. Back on the ground. And that's it. Hopefully this gave you some information that you either didn't know or you completely learned, period. Once again, we don't do corner horning, but stop that. Get some help. If you have any other questions, leave me stuff down below, or if there's a monster that you want me to take on because you're like, how on earth would you ever fight that? Leave it down below within reason. Like if you're like, oh, go against extremith or like behemoth or like ancient legend and all that stuff. I'm not even that good as a hunter to do that. It wouldn't matter what weapon. But one of them I do want to do is Kolth Taroth. Whenever that comes back, I want to do that with the Hunticorn. Once I get some better armor, I am definitely going to do Fatalis solo with the Hunticorn as well. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Y'all stay safe out there. Drink your water. Keep on dooting. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Why is my camera shaking a little bit? Stop that. Thank you. Could at least give me a mantle. But fair enough. Fair enough.